Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rock Room. Just got up the road on my long hauls, and I watched that video I had just put up last week about the tumbled stones, and wow, I don't really remember making that video, but boy, that was pretty sad. Sorry about the shoddy work. I'll try not to let my guard down and put out stuff like that, because that was stupid. It had some cool rocks in there, but the whole premise of the thing was when you have no sleep in 3 weeks, you really start to suffer. So sorry about that video. We'll try to make a better video this week and weeks to come. And to all them other rock hounders and that do work like this every week and put something out every week, it is hard. It's hard to keep doing video after video after video. It takes a lot of time, a lot of thought into it. Even though mine are by no means as good as other people's videos are, I try my best, and this is what I do. So this is just a hobby of mine. So we will show you what I've been working on this week. Some of that stuff I stabilized a few weeks back, that chrysocolla and that moonstone. This week we'll show you how to take that through the steps and finish it up. So enjoy the video. Okay, now this is that chrysocolla. This is, you can still see the opticon on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into this. And this is the one I just finished, just to show you what the before and after, what they'll look like. I'll show you exactly how I do this. But this is that, and it's actually only to 3000. I got to buff it out yet too, so it'll get even shinier than this. This is just on the wheels. I haven't buffed it, but that's what that chrysocolla looks like. Beautiful stone. Okay, and then this is that moonstone, and you can see I rubbed off the opticon on the back. So this is what this moonstone will look like. This is a little bit harder to get it to show, but, and again, it's just to a 3000 grit. I haven't polished it more than that yet, but I will. So this is what that Wisconsin moonstone looks like. You can see let me back this up a little bit here. You can see it's got that nice blue chiller effect. Nope, lost in focus. So yes, this is and I dropped it. So that's a Wisconsin moonstone, and that's what happens when you're doing these videos. And this was stabilized, but of course I dropped it. I dropped it on the ground, and of course it's a concrete floor and it's not forgiving. So yeah, there you go. All that work, all that effort, all that time doing things with my left hand here, which I should have been doing my right hand, and I dropped it and broke it. So this one we will freeform to a smaller shape. I remember after I stabilized that chrysocolla, what I did is I drew some designs on the slabs. Obviously I cut them out with my trim saw, and then I kind of roughed them up with the flat lap on some heavy grip. This was the chrysocolla right here. And of course this was the moonstone. Now the moonstone is still some steps behind, because this, you can still see the thick opticon on there. I haven't really done anything to these, because these, let me zoom out a little bit here, because these I'm going to go more of the natural shapes rather than try to that one's way too thick to whatever, but on these I'm going to go with more of a natural shape than because these were just pieces and the chrysocolla was a slab. So the slab I can do, you know, the controlled shapes, and then on these we'll just do free form. So okay, so now I'm going to first take these and rough out the shape. I already roughed out the shape. I'm going to fine tune the shape. What we'll do is I'll start this up here, and always give it a little spin. That'll help with the belt, keep your belt lasting a little bit longer. Okay, and then we'll turn the water on. So here's my shape. Now I'm going to just and what we want to do is we want to give it a little bit of a back angle. So if somebody's putting this in a bezel, you'll see that little angle there. They'll be able to fit this in better. So we'll plug that down. Okay, so now I cut that down a little bit. Let me see if I can focus here. There we go. So now I cut that down, gave it a little bit of an angle, so when this goes into a flat setting, because your edges will never be flat, that'll give the back something to sit on. Now I'm gonna smooth this back out a little bit, get a little bit more of this, well, I can do that later on the fat lap. So then basically this piece is ready to go on to a dop stick, so I'll do a couple of these more. So all they're doing is just taking it down, refining that shape. And giving that little bit of a bevel to fit in somebody's setting a little better. Okay, I'll show you again on this one here. Get that in there. So I gave that just that little bit of edge. Whoop, lost again. A little bit of edge cut, so it'll fit in the setting better. So now I'll put my safety equipment on, I'll shut this off, and I'll do the rest of them up real quick. Okay, here's the dot pot. It's got the stones on the edge there. What they're doing is actually heating up, because you can't stick something that's hot to something that's cold. The second this hot wax would touch that stone, it would harden too fast and it wouldn't be able to stick. So you want to heat up the stones as you're heating up the wax, and then when you put them on the stick here, the wax will adhere to the stick and it'll adhere to the stone, because the stones are going to be nice and warm. So once this wax completely melts, we will stick them onto the sticks, and then they'll be ready for the grinder. Okay, now I'm going to take the stone, and what I'm going to do here, turn the water on. Now I'm going to grind this bevel down to here by just simply rounding it off as I go. I'm going to try to meet close to that bevel that I got for the undercut on the bottom side. This is pretty close right there. I'm going to do that on this side. Really close. Other side. finally the last side. Pretty close. Now I'm going to take the top off the rest of this and just keep rounding this over. All you're doing is just keep getting rid of that sharp edge by rounding it off. Just keep it moving. Don't stop and hold it. Just keep it, always keep it moving. You see now the flat spot's completely gone on top. No longer flat. Completely round. So now we'll do that exact same thing on all the other wheels. So I got a few of them done here. I will show you an easy way now to get these off the dop stick without any hassle, or maybe a little bit of hassle. We'll see how it goes. We'll get these off the dop stick. I'll show you how. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these and I'm going to throw them in the freezer. Throw them in the freezer. There they are in the freezer. We'll let them sit in there for a few minutes. We'll do some other stuff. We'll come back and they should pop right. Okay, so now these are chilled for a little bit. Here we go. One finger, just pop them right off. And there we go. All the stones are off. I'll clean them up a little bit. I'll buff them off a little bit and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, and here's our nice little finished product, our nice chrysocolla stones. We'll go in a little closer look at them here. Spiderweb chrysocolla. Ain't that some pretty stuff? Oop. Beautiful. Some amazing stuff there. That chrysocolla. Oop. Nice.